signs of vitamin D deficiency that are always ignored. Did you know that vitamin D, a nutrition found to help boost the immune system and potentially aid in the prevention of COVID-19, was once believed to be sufficient in all patients by most doctors? However, according to Dr. Michael Hollick, a leading vitamin D researcher, with the advent of affordable technology to measure vitamin D levels, more studies have been conducted, revealing that 32% of adults and children in the US are deficient in this essential nutrient. This high percentage highlights the importance of recognizing the signs of vitamin D deficiency, especially as research suggests that about 50% of the general population may be at risk. While a blood test is the only definitive way to diagnose a deficiency, understanding the symptoms of a lack of vitamin D can also be beneficial. That's why in this video, we'll be sharing 8 signs of vitamin D deficiency that are always ignored. Did you know that your skin color could impact your vitamin D levels? Because the number one major sign is a dark skin color. According to research, darker skin may require up to 10 times more exposure to the sun to generate the same amount of vitamin D as those with lighter skin. Well, your skin pigment actually acts like a natural sunscreen, but the more pigment you have, the longer you need to be in the sun to soak up those rays. Unfortunately, this also means that people with dark skin are at a higher risk of developing a vitamin D deficiency. Even though melanin helps protect against skin cancer like melanoma, it can reduce the ability of your skin to produce vitamin D when exposed to sunlight. And since people with darker skin have more melanin, they are not getting as much vitamin D from the sun as they need. This is very true for older adults with dark skin, who are at a higher risk of a vitamin D deficiency. So it's essential to keep this in mind and ensure that you get enough vitamin D from other sources if you have darker skin. But also, did you know excessive sweating could indicate you're not getting enough vitamin D? Which brings us to number 2, excessive sweating. While sweating is normal, excessive sweating that seems to come out of nowhere could be a red flag for a vitamin D deficiency. So if you're noticing that you're sweating more than usual, even on cooler days, it might be worth talking to your doctor about it. And for all the new parents out there, bear in mind that infants who sweat excessively are often suspected of having a vitamin D deficiency. So it's important to monitor their symptoms and talk to their doctor if you're concerned. Here's a quick fact. An average person loses up to 100 hairs from their head every day. It might sound like a lot, but it's totally normal. If you're losing more hair than that, it could be a sign of a vitamin D deficiency. Because number 3 is excessive hair loss. Studies have shown that a lack of vitamin D can contribute to hair loss. Some hair loss treatments even use vitamin D to help combat the issue, but it's important to note that genetics and other disorders could also be the culprit. So if you're noticing an unusual amount of hair loss, it's best to consult your doctor to find the root of the problem. Don't worry, they'll help you get to the root of the problem in no time. By the way, are your bones giving you the blues as you age? It's no secret that getting older often comes with a few aches and pains. But a lack of vitamin D could be to blame if you're constantly reaching for the heating pad or painkillers. At number 4, we have creaky joints and aching bones. You may already know that calcium is important for strong bones, but did you know that vitamin D is its trusty sidekick? Without enough vitamin D, your body won't be able to properly absorb the calcium it needs, leading to weakened bones and conditions like osteomalacia. Let's face it, nobody wants to deal with the agony of fractures and osteoporosis, so don't let your bones be a pain in the neck. Make sure you're getting enough vitamin D. Have you noticed that your cuts and bruises take forever to heal? It could be another frequently ignored sign of vitamin D deficiency. Because number 5 is prolonged wound healing. There are multiple reasons why this might be happening. For example, if you're a smoker, the low oxygen levels caused by this bad habit can slow down your healing process. However, did you know that a lack of vitamin D can also contribute to slower healing? That's right. So, if you notice that your wounds take longer than usual to heal, you might need to boost your vitamin D intake, especially if you have diabetes. Dr. Nancy Munoz and other medical experts suggest that vitamin D can help regulate blood glucose and cholesterol levels, which can be particularly beneficial for people with diabetes who often struggle with these issues. Getting enough vitamin D to help your body heal those wounds and keep your health in check. And if you're sick of being sick all the time, it might be because your immune system is running on empty. Which brings us to number 6. Feeling sick? You know, that sunshine vitamin makes you feel good inside. Well, it turns out it's not just for boosting your mood and keeping your bones strong. Research shows that vitamin D also plays a crucial role in powering up your immune system to help fight off viruses and infections. In fact, Dr. Cynthia Arnell from the Feinstein Institute for Medical Research discovered that vitamin D is like a superhero for your immune cells, helping them synthesize and work more effectively. That means getting enough vitamin D can help keep those pesky colds and flu at bay, especially during winter. So don't forget to soak up some sun or grab some vitamin D-rich foods like fatty fish or fortified cereals to keep your immune system in tip-top shape. Sometimes it's humane to feel sad, but when it becomes too often, now that could be a problem. Vitamin D could add sunshine to your life because number 7 is depression. While depression is no laughing matter, getting some vitamin D can boost your mood and fight those feelings of sadness. Vitamin D is a unique vitamin because it's also a hormone that triggers the release of neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin that can positively affect how you feel. In fact, researchers have found that vitamin D is found in cells located in areas of the brain where depression resides, making it an important factor in managing depression and anxiety. Depression is a severe mental health condition affecting millions of people worldwide. It's characterized by persistent feelings of hopelessness, sadness, and loss of interest in activities that used to bring pleasure. While there are many different causes of depression, more recent studies have suggested that vitamin D may play a role in developing and treating this condition. Several studies have investigated the link between vitamin D deficiency and depression. One such study found that people with depression were more prone to lower levels of vitamin D than people without depression. Other studies show that vitamin D supplementation may improve symptoms of depression in some people, particularly those with seasonal affective disorder or SAD. So why not soak up some sun or add some vitamin D rich foods to your diet to give your brain a happy boost? Just do not forget to talk to your doctor if you're battling with anxiety or depression, because not all cases of depression are caused by vitamin D deficiency. Treatment is tailored to each individual's specific needs. And are you feeling a little gutted out lately? Don't worry, you might just need a little extra vitamin D. Which brings us to our last sign, number 8, which is gastrointestinal issues. Vitamin D is fat soluble, requiring fat for absorption and storage. Therefore, individuals with gastrointestinal issues that affect fat absorption may also have lower absorption of fat-soluble vitamins. Some common gut conditions that can affect fat absorption include Crohn's disease, celiac and non-celiac gluten sensitivity, and inflammatory bowel disease. Several dietary sources of vitamin D include fortified grain products, orange juice, plain yogurt, deli meat, pork, beef liver, salmon, eggs, fruits and vegetables, tuna, mackerel, cheese, egg yolks, and cod liver oil. However, if you are experiencing vitamin D deficiency symptoms, it's important to consult your doctor before taking any supplements. Certain individuals are at a higher risk of developing a vitamin D deficiency, including the elderly, those with milk allergies, darker skin, and those who follow a vegan diet. Monitor your vitamin D levels and speak to your doctor to address the concerns you have about your intake or absorption of this essential nutrient. So let's give a little gut check to our bodies and make sure we're getting enough vitamin D for optimal health. Vitamin D is crucial for overall health, and a deficiency can lead to many health issues. In addition to the signs already mentioned, a lack of vitamin D can increase the risk of osteoporosis, muscle weakness, chronic pain, autoimmune disorders, and type 2 diabetes. While sunlight is a free source of vitamin D, it's important to be cautious about overexposure due to the risk of skin damage and cancer. This is especially true for those with a family history of skin cancer or those who are light-skinned. Diet is also a major factor in maintaining healthy levels of vitamin D. Foods that are naturally high in vitamin D include fatty fish, egg yolks, and liver. Many foods such as milk, cereals, and orange juice are also fortified with vitamin D. Supplements are recommended for those who can't get enough vitamin D through sunlight and diet alone. Thank you for being so patient up to this point. It's greatly appreciated. Subscribe and enable alerts to avoid missing out on future videos from us and much more. And check out this video to learn more about how you could care for your body. And we'll see you in the following video. Stay safe.